What is Juneteenth? Juneteenth is a United States federal holiday that celebrates the last enslaved people hearing the news that they were finally free. The Juneteenth flag was created in 1997, which represents the end of slavery and new beginnings. Each year, a Juneteenth flag-raising ceremony takes place in Galveston, Texas. When is Juneteenth? Texas was forced to free its remaining enslaved population on June 19, 1865. Thus, Juneteenth is short for June 19th and now celebrated each year on June 19th. Turn and talk. What do you think enslaved means? What is the history of Juneteenth? During the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, which stated that all enslaved people in Confederate states were free. Unfortunately, Texas would not accept this and kept more than 200,000 Black Americans enslaved, completely unaware of the news. On June 19, 1865, General Gordon Granger and his soldiers entered Galveston, forcing Texas to free their enslaved people. This was the movement when they were finally informed of their freedom. Festivities lasted for days following the June 19th announcement. The following year, the first Juneteenth celebration happened in Galveston, Texas on the anniversary. Since the 1990s, Juneteenth has picked up even more momentum, now regularly observed in Black American communities and beyond. President Joe Biden even signed a bill on June 17, 2021 to recognize Juneteenth as a federal holiday.
As we commemorate Juneteenth, we're reminded of the profound significance of this date in our nation's history. Juneteenth marks the emancipation of enslaved African Americans in the United States, signifying the end of one of the darkest chapters in our past. It is a day of reflection, celebration, and a powerful reminder of the enduring struggle for freedom and equality. In light of this pivotal moment, our Words Matter presentation for students takes on added importance. Just as Juneteenth represents the triumph of truth over oppression, our presentation discusses the profound impact of words and language in shaping perceptions, fostering respect and understanding, and promoting a positive change. As we share this vital lesson, let us honor the legacy of Juneteenth by reaffirming our commitment to truth, justice, and the power of words to inspire a brighter future for all.
Welcome to our presentation on Words Matter, You Matter, brought to you by Thrive Alliance Group. Language reflects cultural understanding and respect. So, the words we use shape how we perceive and understand people and can impact our sense of well-being and feelings of self-worth. We're happy to be partnering with your school district to share more about this powerful message. By the end of our time together, we hope you feel empowered to use your words responsibly and respectfully, particularly by refraining from the use of oppressive language. You can become active agents of change by fostering a culture of inclusion and understanding within your school community. High school can be an exciting time. Our world seems to open up a bit more and we gain more independence. You get to choose classes and join clubs, sports teams, art enrichment activities, and so much more. But it can also be challenging. Social dynamics are very important in high school, and they can be really difficult to navigate. That's why it's really important to be mindful of the words we use. Each spoken, written, typed, and posted word carries weight and can either uplift or harm other people. By recognizing the power of our words, we can cultivate a culture of kindness, empathy, and respect. Remember, your words can shape someone's day and influence how they feel about themselves and create a lasting impression. And everyone should feel like they matter, including you. High school is a time when we start to figure out what we want out of life and who we want to become. If you don't know yet, that's okay, no pressure. The journey takes time, but know this, you're incredibly valuable. Each of you will face obstacles and may face self-doubts. But despite these challenges, your worth remains constant and unwavering. You have the strength within you to overcome obstacles and pursue your dreams with courage and resilience. Part of this journey is accepting and appreciating ourselves for who we are. We all know sometimes that's easier said than done. Society and social media bombard us with harmful stereotypes, peer pressure, unattainable expectations, when in reality, we're all unique and special. Yes, I'm going to say it. You are special. Take time to recognize your strengths, talents, areas for growth, we all have them, and your infinite potential. Mistakes and failures are not just okay, but they are to be expected. Yes, they may sting a bit, create frustration, or even an embarrassing moment. I can recall a few, but they offer opportunities to learn and develop new skills. Be proud of who you are, your background, and all you've overcome so far. Know that you are worthy of love, respect, and every opportunity that life has to offer. Robin Arzón is a successful author, runner, and fitness instructor who grew up in Philadelphia. She embodies determination, optimism, and true appreciation for life. Robin uses her power of words to motivate and encourage self-acceptance and appreciation. She has so many inspirational quotes like, "This is a reminder that we are powerful, good is possible, and we are not alone." But her words that support self-acceptance for you here today remind us that success is not linear. Success is when you fall and have the courage to get back up. When you keep pushing through, trust in the process, embrace failure, and appreciate the wins along the way. Quotes from those we respect can be powerful. How we talk to ourselves can shape how we feel about ourselves. You know what I'm referring to, right? We all have an internal narrative that we use to give ourselves courage when we need it. I can do this. Just focus and lock in. I got this. Or just one more paragraph to write in my report. I'm almost done. Self-talk like this helps us build grit and resilience. It can actually influence how we experience and what we experience, helping us to become more optimistic. Be wary of when you're not so kind to yourself, too. When that happens, stop and reflect on how you can rephrase your words into something kinder. This process helps us develop a greater sense of self-compassion. Use words to build yourself up. Words of support, even if they come from within, can help us feel better about ourselves. Find a mantra that works for you, like, "I am enough." When we affirm our intentions and our abilities and visualize our success, we can increase our determination to pursue goals. What is it that you want to achieve in life, this year, or maybe even by the end of the day? What words can you tell yourself that will keep you motivated and focused? And you may want to keep the wise words of renowned poet and civil rights activist Maya Angelou in your mind. You alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anybody. Now let's pivot to how our words affect others. Every word we speak has an impact, whether we realize it or not. They can uplift, inspire, and motivate, but they can also do the opposite. A kind word can brighten someone's day, while a hurtful remark can linger long after it's spoken. Has that happened to you? I know I have words that linger in the back of my mind. And honestly, the person who said them to me may not even realize the weight of their comment, and that it's something I think about when I look in the mirror. With that in mind, let's take a look at this video from Teen Esteem.
So I want to talk to you about your words having power. Your words actually really matter. And to show that, I actually need a volunteer right now. You second grader in the first row. Yeah, you. Come on in, second grader in the first row. Here he is. This is the biggest second grader you've ever seen, and it's okay. Okay, we're not judging anyone. He's just a very big second grader. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to squeeze a little bit of toothpaste onto this table. You brush your teeth, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, good. So you know how to do it. So just squeeze a little bit of toothpaste on there. Because what I want you to know is that what you say really does matter. You can use your words for good. You can use your words for bad. You can use your words for a lot of, and hey, wait, I thought you said you've brushed your teeth. What are you doing? What is going on?
You said squeeze it all out.
I said, okay, is that how much you use to brush your teeth?
If it's been a few days.
Okay, that's actually a valid point. If it's been a while, you may need a lot, but that is way too much right here. Can you actually just put some of that back in there for me? Can you go ahead and like fix that, because that's too much. We're gonna need all that back in.
All of it?
Yeah, if you could put that all back in. That's mine. If I go home and don't have toothpaste, then I'm gonna have some funky breath. Not good. So, can you?
It's not working.
Why is it not working? Can you, like, what is happening? It's not working at all. We're having some issues here with that. And actually, that's kind of the point. You can't put this toothpaste back, just like with your words. Thank you so much for trying to put it back. I appreciate that.
Sorry.
You can go brush your teeth with what you got in your hands, though, if you want. That's perfect. Okay, good. Just like he was unable to put the toothpaste back in the tube, the same thing with our words. When they're out of our mouth, we can't put them back. Whether it's spoken word or whether it's typed words, whether it's online or in person, whatever it is, the words that you say matter because you can't take them back once they're out. I had a friend who actually graduated college with his doctorate degree in psychology, okay? That should inspire all of you. Someday that will be you, okay? But he had graduated and he went to go get his first job at a top company. He's like, I'm really excited to work in this company, and he crushed his first interview. He's like, I'm getting the job because it was awesome. Went back for his second interview, and as he sat down, they said, I'm sorry, but we can't hire you. He was like, but I crushed the interview. Can you tell me why you're not going to be able to hire me? They said, well, we actually went back on something that you posted on your social media 4 years ago, and we don't want that to represent our company. And he didn't get the job. Just like with the toothpaste, you can't take it back. It can affect years down the road. It can affect you later with things that you say, whether you say them or whether you type them. Your words matter. And so we need to think before we speak, think before we type. We want to use our words for good, to build people up, to help people, and to make people the best they can be.
So what'd you think? Such a simple and powerful analogy to illustrate the need to be mindful of the impact of our words. We can create a more supportive and inclusive environment where everyone feels valued and respected when our words support inclusivity. Again, our words can lift people or bring them down and cause real harm. Have you ever experienced being excluded from others? I certainly have, more than once. Have you ever excluded someone else? Despite my best efforts, I've probably done that too, and it truly hurts. Unfortunately, this happens after high school too. Adults can be just as insensitive. So what can we do differently? Start by making eye contact and saying hi. Invite someone to join you for lunch. Offer to help someone who looks like they could use your support. Consider challenging yourself to find just one way to include someone this week. Everyone deserves to feel accepted and valued for who they are. Personally, I use a strength-based approach when it comes to dealing with others. Just like you, everyone has something they're good at. So I look for opportunities to give genuine compliments. When we choose to embrace inclusivity and appreciate one another, we create a space where everyone feels seen, heard, and respected. Our words can also be used to celebrate diversity, or the differences in race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, age, ability, religion, and more. Diversity is a source of strength within a group. When people with unique experiences and backgrounds come together, we broaden our perspectives and can learn from one another. Collaboration becomes more dynamic. By listening to one another and sharing our perspectives with respectful words, we can tackle issues and achieve shared goals more effectively. But what about when our words or the words we hear are not respectful or inclusive? Language can also be oppressive, which reinforces discrimination and marginalizes groups of people based on factors such as race, gender, sexuality, ability, socioeconomic status, and other forms of identity. Oppressive language can be overt or subtle and may be used intentionally or unintentionally. But as Maya Angelou often said, when we know better, we do better. So let's take a closer look at these concepts so we can improve our awareness and practice. Oppressive language takes many forms. Here are some examples. Since we know the power of words, let's take a minute to reflect. How can we do better? Racial slurs are an obvious, overt form of oppressive language. I imagine most of you have heard or read them. These words and phrases demean and dehumanize people of different racial and ethnic groups. Now let's ask ourselves, have we been the victim of these comments? Can we respectfully address these comments when we hear them? Have we used this terminology? If so, stop and make an effort to educate ourselves so we can do better moving forward. Sexist language reinforces stereotypes and traditional gender roles, often implying that one gender is superior to another. Collectively, we can do better by avoiding generalizations, especially in a derogatory way, like saying you run, throw, or kick like a girl, suggesting that female athletes are inferior to others. And by making it our practice to use gender-neutral words like first-year student rather than freshman, or sibling instead of brother or sister. Can you think of other sexist terms that can be replaced in a gender-neutral way? Ableist language is words or phrases that stigmatize individuals with disabilities and use disability-related terms in a derogatory manner. People don't want to be labeled by one aspect of their being, so instead of defining individuals by their disabilities, promote a more accurate representation of who they are. With this increased awareness, take time to notice the accessibility of your environment. Consider using your words to advocate for more inclusive access and practices. Homophobic, transphobic, or biphobic language discriminates against people based on their gender identity or sexual orientation. Again, these words are meant to demean or exclude others. We can do better by educating ourselves, using respectful words, and creating a safe space where everyone feels welcome. Want to do more? Use your words to stand up for others, be inclusive, combat discrimination, and/or become an advocate for the LGBTQIA+ community. Classist language is the use of derogatory terms, stereotypes, and blaming, or even shaming individuals for their economic circumstances. It's like when we make assumptions about someone because of their background, like all rich people are arrogant, or those experiencing poverty are lazy. These words and phrases can reinforce socioeconomic hierarchies. Again, this suggests moral superiority over others, like when someone jokes about how people don't belong here or there. It creates an atmosphere where people feel excluded or not good enough. We need to take time to learn about the background of economic inequality and systems of injustice in place. Let's avoid making assumptions and be mindful to respect people's dignity and self-worth in our words and our actions. Finally, we're going to review microaggressions. These comments are often subtle, often unintentional, discriminatory remarks, behaviors, or actions. They also often are rooted in stereotypes, implicit biases, or unconscious prejudices that individuals may hold unconsciously. The first step in changing our words is to take some time to recognize and raise our awareness of them. NTV produced a series of videos entitled, "Sometimes a compliment isn't really a compliment." As you listen to each example, think about your experiences.
We gotta go.
Yeah, let's take a selfie first.
Hey, want to be in the picture with us? Sure. Mwah. Great photo.
Flawless. You're so pretty for a dark girl.
Pretty for a dark girl. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Well, it's not, and it hurts that people don't think my skin color is beautiful.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What up, Nassim?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Good, I'm good. Bin Laden. Oh, really?
We're just kidding, bro.
Yeah.
Bin Laden? I'm so sick of hearing stupid terrorist jokes. Doesn't matter what I do.
What does this mean?
Oh, it's a chai, a Jewish symbol for life.
You're Jewish?
Yeah.
You don't look Jewish.
I don't look Jewish? What does that mean? What are Jews supposed to look like?
It is an ethos that is echoed in countless political speeches, works of literature, and films.
Sounds great, Diego.
Thank you.
You're so well spoken.
Thanks.
Where are your parents from again?
Guatemala. Why?
Because your English is so good.
My English is so good. I'm from here. I grew up speaking English and Spanish. Why don't people get that?
Hey, is that Cindy over there?
I don't know who that is.
Man, I can't tell Asians apart.
Can't tell Asians apart. I've been hearing that my whole life. That means you don't see me. We're not all the same, you know.
I'm not ollieing high enough.
You're getting it, though.
I need to tighten my trucks more and lift my back foot higher. I could do better.
Man, you're not like the other black dudes I know.
Not like other black dudes. Does he really think all black guys are alike? I'm tired of hearing that.
Pass me that?
Yeah.
By the way, I got in.
Oh my God, where?
Columbia.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How'd you get into that school?
How did I get into that school? Does she think I'm not smart enough? And don't bring up affirmative action. I've earned this.
Nobel Prize-winning author Toni Morrison used her words with intention in her speeches and texts. She said, "Oppressive language does more than represent violence. It is violence. Does more than represent the limits of knowledge. It limits knowledge." This truly resonated with me. The nature of oppressive language is harmful and makes assumptions and sweeping generalizations without knowing people on an individual basis, as if they don't matter. But our message here today is clear. You matter, and the words we choose matter. Let's take a moment to reflect. Are we able to separate our sense of self from the hurtful words people direct our way? Are we able to challenge stereotypes and generalizations when we hear them? How have we used our words unjustly? Well, we may not have the power to change what other people say, write, text, or post, but we can control our actions and reactions. Before you speak, pause and use the acronym THINK. Ask yourself the following questions. T. Is what you are about to say true? H. Are your words helpful? I. Is it inspiring? N. Is your comment necessary? And K. Is it kind? If not, Consider keeping those words to yourself. Pausing to think before we speak may take some practice, and even when we try our best, mistakes happen. I make an effort to be sensitive and respectful of others, but I made a blunder just about a year ago when I was talking to a coworker about her daughter's wedding. We started chatting about her fiancé, and I asked what his name was. My coworker paused and gently corrected me, saying her daughter was marrying a woman. My reaction was to immediately apologize. My words went something like, "I am sincerely sorry for making that assumption. I know better and can do better. Please accept my apology." She smiled, and we continued our conversation. Later, she told me how both she and her daughter appreciated how I apologized, took responsibility, and expressed a willingness to do better with my words next time. So when we don't express ourselves appropriately, it is important to take responsibility. Yes, those conversations can be uncomfortable. Fortunately, my coworker made it easy on me, and that isn't always the case. But be open to feedback. Recognizing and taking time to understand the hurtful impact of our words demonstrates empathy and respect. Being accountable shows others that you're maturing and have a sense of integrity. Making an effort to repair the relationship can create an opportunity for respectful dialogue and to rebuild trust. And if your words stemmed from a source of conflict, you may be able to resolve the issue moving forward. By choosing our words carefully, taking responsibility for our actions, and correcting others, we can reduce stigma, show others they matter, and foster a more understanding school community. Phil Tyler, former NAACP president, once said in a speech, "We should be using our words collectively to bring us together, not drive us apart." I'm going to leave you today with some of my favorite words from Fearless Soul. In the speech entitled, "This is how powerful your words are. Be careful what you speak into your life."
If you don't believe it, you won't even try to get it.
Instead of saying, "I don't know how to do it," say, "I am committed to learn how to do it." Instead of saying, "I always procrastinate and never get anything done," say, "I am going to find something that matters to me more than anything, and then I am going to get the job done." Instead of saying, "I'm a failure," say, "I failed. I've learned the lesson, and when I become a huge success, that failure is going to make for one hell of a story." Instead of saying, "My best days are behind me," say, "My best is yet to come." Instead of believing others are born lucky or with special gifts, know that you are capable of anything. Know that you can study and commit to learning from great people. Know that you can become a great person in your own right. Every day, look yourself in the mirror and say, "I am a great person. I am a kind person. I am strong. I am capable of anything. I am growing more each day. I am committed. I am determined. I have no limits. I can have the health and the body of my choice. I will have the health and the body of my choice. I can have the wealth of my choice. I will have the wealth of my choice. I do deserve abundance. I am worthy. I am more than worthy. I can make a huge difference in others' lives. I will make that difference." Gandhi once said, "Your beliefs become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your values. Your values become your destiny." When you start blending your beliefs and your words together, they become so powerful you can move mountains. You are the creator of your destiny, and it starts with the words you speak into your life. Speak positive things into your life, strong things. Speak love and happiness into your life, and you'll notice more love and happiness. Speak good of others, and you may see more good from others. Speak your dreams into existence. Believe your dreams will become reality. Act and live as though they are, and they soon will be. Muhammad Ali said he would be the greatest, and he became the greatest. He had no doubt in his mind. That is the same level of certainty you should speak about your dreams. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am wise. Opportunities are everywhere. Money flows with ease. Joy is everywhere. I am attracting such amazing people into my life. I am blessed. I am surrounded by blessings. I have more than enough. I am full of energy. I am strong. I am fit. I am such a positive influence to those around me. I have amazing friends. I am abundant. I am constantly growing my income. I am constantly growing myself. I am constantly getting healthier, stronger, and fitter. My relationships are getting stronger every day. More love and joy every day. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but your words can shatter your dreams. Your beliefs, thoughts, and words will, I guarantee you, determine your destiny. Whatever you believe is your limit is your limit. Every day, look yourself in the mirror and say, I am a great person. I am a kind person. I am strong. I am capable of anything. I am growing more each day. I am committed. I am determined. I have no limits. I can have the health and the body of my choice. I will have the health and the body of my choice. I can have the wealth of my choice. I will have the wealth of my choice. I do deserve abundance. I am worthy. I am more than worthy. I can make a huge difference in others' lives. I will make that difference.
If you'd like to extend this lesson, here are some journal prompts or discussion guide questions that you can use in a small group or as a whole class. Lastly, here are the resources that we used for today's presentation.